his dewlap, a large flapper skin. Now the males have bigger ones than the females. And what they do is to compete for a female, the males would raise their head and open these up and shake them and puff up as a display of dominance.
So we have a caiman. You may see these things run around your yard and stuff, but this is a 2-year-old caiman that we have right now along. Yeah, you can pet him. Amongst all the other things that we have. Yeah. And well, he's very tame. Hello. Yeah? Don't pull the tail. So yeah, he is one of the many animals that we have here right now. So these animals are from the Reptile Conservation Center. They are based in Komodo. So of course some of the animals here are just a pinch of what they have. So there they have the big facility that they do have all of these animals and way more. So yeah, it is open for persons to come and to learn, and for everybody to kind of learn about them, get a feel as what animals that they have. Of course you can, but you do need to call. It goes by appointments per se. Yeah. So this is another python that we have. Um, so we have some tortoises and some rabbits here. Yeah.
What is it again?
It's a water monitor. And he is from Indonesia. He is family to the Komodo dragons.
What does it eat?
Meat. So that's just another one of the caimans that we have right now. So here we have one of our green iguanas that you do see a lot around Trinidad. So he's just, chilling.
So this green iguana here has been in captivity for 9 years now. We had the clutch of 21 eggs, which was found in someone's property when they were doing some work. When we excavated the eggs, we kept them, we incubated them. Out of the 21, we kept this one in captivity to be used as an educational animal. So he doesn't have the fear as much that a wild one would have for humans. And he's interacting with us every single day. So he's not scared of us being the handlers. And because, they don't see humans as just by name, right? So they don't see them as individuals. They classify us as a whole species. So when it sees that one human is good, it's going to think all the other humans are good. Which is why he's not scared of strangers or the handlers. Isn't that right, Iggy? So in the wild, because they are usually above us, they have no reason to fear when they're above. But when they're on the ground, we look like giants. Because on the ground, they will never be eye level with us. So they're really scared of this tall towering thing above them that they think is a predator. Now, not everyone is a predator to iguanas, but still, the same thing, they will generalize it with humans being a threat because of how big they are.
So here we just have a bigger girl. So what I'm holding. Yeah. So it's a 2-year-old versus a 9-year-old.
Can you touch this one?
Not at this time. Someone else would take her out, and then we'd let people touch her. She as well is pretty tame. She as well is very tame because she grew up in captivity as well from a baby. So she's tame, but of course they're all wild animals, so you still need to be careful. So we just have a couple turtles here. So our little guy here, a parrot.
This is a rainbow boa. His name is Georgie. He's about 10 or 12 years old. They eat small rats, and it's also a constrictor.
How big would this be?
They can get about 6 feet, 5, 6 feet. He's about a little over 3 feet.
But I would not advise putting your hands in it. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, this is our last snake that we have right now. And of course, with animals, like we wouldn't take him out just yet. So we do want somebody who is more accustomed to handling him and stuff. So eventually they will take him out and allow people to come touch, get a feel of what they actually are like. Yeah.
So the iguana can actually hear sound through their ears, which is located right here. And the songs that he would pick up are very low frequencies to very high frequencies. So low things such as bass, like bass noise, or high pitched things such as a hawk screeching. That's the kind of songs they would tend to pick up. And right now he's hearing all these noises going around, but it's not bothering him because it's not between those frequencies. Another remarkable thing are these, right? So these here helps with their camouflage. So in grass or lawn, when they sit down in that environment, these could mimic the grass, the blades of grass, helping their camouflage even better when they're on the ground. Because when they're up on a tree, they're already green, and it's really hard to notice them that way in the first place. Under here is his dewlap, a large flapper skin. Now the males have bigger ones than the females. And what they do is to compete for a female, the males would raise their head and open these up and shake them and puff up as a display of dominance. Usually the female would go with the male that has the biggest dewlap.
Does it have any feelings in it?
Yes, it does have feelings there. So the tail itself is part of their defense. They can use the tail to whip a predator away, or they can drop their tail. So their tail, if you look at the scales, the vertical rows, they can actually drop the tail. If something grabs it by the tail and they feel scared, their tail will just sever at that area, and the nerves will still be alive for a few minutes, wiggling. So whatever grabs them by the tail will be occupied by the tail, and the rest of the animal can then make an escape. When they do escape, they can regenerate the tail. It wouldn't be as long as the first tail, but it will still be enough for them to use to balance when they're climbing. And that's something generally all lizards can do.